threats approaching planet Earth. Follow these steps carefully. First, do not panic. Try to remain calm.
It's frankly frightening, and you conclude that the US is, quote, closer to civil war than any of us would like to believe.
They believe sometime in the next few years, that country is at high risk of descending into instability or political violence.
Kirk's murder is the latest high-profile example of political violence in the U.S.
The murder of Charlie Kirk is heightening concern about the rise in cases of political violence across the country.
Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are.
This is yet another example of the sad reality of rising political violence in our country.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. This is actually what they look like right here. I can say that this is an armada of ships. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them.
But I'm going to talk about the future of America before the destruction comes.
Breaking news coming in within the past hour. Tanks and troops are moving into major U.S. cities right now. In recent days, unusual troop movements have been spotted across the United States. Armored vehicles, supply convoys, and transport aircraft are moving into major cities: Houston, Miami, Atlanta, Philadelphia, even Los Angeles. The Pentagon insists it's all part of readiness drills. The official story: training to respond to natural disasters, cyber attacks, and potential civil unrest. But analysts argue the scale and speed of these deployments go far beyond routine exercises. Some say this looks more like pre-positioning for an external shock that could spill directly onto American soil.
See, people don't understand that we are in the end times, but it takes time for things to happen. This is not a Hollywood movie, an end of the world movie where everything happens within a 2-hour period. It's not like that. You have to actually walk this out. You have to live the years that it takes for this to take place. Like when you watch the movie 2012 and other apocalyptic movies, you look at the bottom, they tell you years. 2007. Then you look at the bottom screen again, 2008, 2009, 2011. Years then passed when they tell them stories in the movies. You know, so many months then pass. If an asteroid comes, they gonna shoot the asteroid out the sky. Whatever it is, the point I'm making is time passes in the movies. They just crunch it into a 2-hour film. So we in real life. So it's gonna take time for these things to happen. You know, over months, over years, you're gonna see the weather get worse and worse and worse until that day comes. Until it's gonna speed up too. You have the weather, and it's gonna be every small weather event is gonna turn into something huge. But I want to talk about the time period right before America truly get destroyed and go into a lot of the war and stuff is going to go into. So I'm going to start with this. It turned into a third world country. I said this when I first started doing these videos. I said this in 1986. America going to turn into a low third world country. People ain't going to like this country. People ain't going to like the people here. In the near future, if you go to other countries and you say you're from America, the people ain't gonna like you and they might do something to you. Yeah. It's gonna be like the Purge. Power outages here and there. No police. The police gonna disappear. Government gonna totally break down. There ain't gonna be nobody in the White House. Ain't gonna be nobody up there. People ain't gonna know where they at. All them rich politicians, they gonna get on their private jets and they gonna leave the country. They gonna run and leave. All them rich folks, all them politicians with their private jets, they gonna leave the country. They gonna leave y'all in a purge type of environment. Yeah. Ain't gonna be no police. None of that. Every city gonna be slightly different though, because of the different demographics and stuff like that. But the whole country is gonna crumble. Yeah. And the inner cities is gonna be trash. And ain't nobody gonna want to walk or drive through there. Some places ain't gonna even have gas, gasoline, none of that. America is truly gonna end up a third world country, like some really messed up countries from back in the 80s. They were just trash. That's how this place is gonna be. And a lot of them politicians, people who got the money, people who's in the government, a lot of them gonna leave y'all. And we gone. It was like Mad Max around America. Violent, unpredictable, crazy things happening. Whole cities was emptied. Yeah, where you could walk all the way through a city, all the way down to the downtown area, and it was no people. There's gonna be places like that in America. Yeah. You can walk in the movie theaters and walk in places, and nobody gonna be nowhere. There's gonna be cities like that in America. So in America, there's gonna be people. They got people kidnapped, held off in these off the wall houses and stuff. Got hostage with guns and stuff. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of people gonna starve to death doing their evil. A lot of people think they're good people in America. A lot of them evil, and they're gonna do evil, and they're gonna keep doing evil all until the day they die. You can talk to them, whatever. Some people just gonna be, they just fuel for hellfire. That's it. Yep. But America's gonna fall into a very dark, evil place.
Every time God sends a messenger or prophet to the earth, he sends him assistance.
A place that is never gonna pull itself up by its bootstraps out of it.